Mr. Dion.
Yes, I'm going live.
Okay, okay.
All right. And good evening, everybody. And thank you so much for joining us today at this webinar. So today we are introducing to you Gopalan School of Architecture and Planning. And we have a wonderful, wonderful representation of the entire team, starting from the General Secretary of Gopalan Institutes to the faculty members here and a few students coming in as well. So I think it's going to be an exciting session and a very, very unique session to understand about the school. And getting this entire team here really would give us an idea of their overall philosophy. Not only the philosophy they had, the philosophy of the group as a whole. So we're going to cover that. We're going to cover the unique features of the school, the general scores, rank, and board percentage required, the course fees, hostel fees, and other expenses, and other unique points. We're also going to talk about 5 brand new NATA 2020 the questions for the part A, or the new section that's coming in. So we have 5 questions, so look out for that during this entire presentation. It's going to come throughout this next 1 hour. And we're going to have more of these presentations today as well as tomorrow and the rest of the week, so look out for those as well. Before we start, I would like you to click on the like button here and also subscribe to the YouTube channel. There's that's going to be good, so you'll get updates of everything. And if you need more information on the new pattern, the NATA 2020 new pattern for part A, you can always log on to DQ Edge and get access to these. All right. More importantly, you also need to look out for the design hackathon. We have the last date to register for this is on the 14th of August. So please, it is for students from class 8 to 12. So please let your friends, family, your younger siblings, everybody know, because it's very, very exciting to be part of this design hackathon, and there are brilliant, brilliant prizes as well. Right. So now I would like to introduce Professor M. Narendra, who will talk. Nagendra, who is the principal of Gopalan School of Architecture and Planning, and he would introduce the rest of the team here.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good evening, everybody. Glad to have all of you there on today. A wonderful evening. Okay. I am Nagendra. I am a professor of architecture. I have about 35 years of experience of teaching. I am a postgraduate of architecture from IIT Kharagpur. Okay. And with me, we have a wonderful team of teachers, starting with Professor K.V. Krishnamurthy, who has got more than 35 years of experience in the field of architecture. Then we have a whole team of teaching faculty, okay, who will be coming in the further slides. Okay. And as a school or as the institution of Gopalan Foundation, Gopalan Group has been in the forefronts of many different fields, okay, operating in Bangalore. They are into real estate, they are into defense, they are into organic farming, they are into entertainment, they are into hospitality, and they are into education, academic. Under academic, they have several institutions which are operating in Bangalore under the umbrella of Gopalan Foundation, and they start from the primary school right up to the professional educational qualification and engineering professional qualification, and all of them have been doing extremely well. And the core idea or the core vision of the Gopalan Foundation is to contribute to the society, a very deserving, well-educated, and very competitive, students who have been trained to serve the society and to be excellent citizens of the country. So, welcome all of you for an excellent presentation about Gopalan School of Architecture and Planning, which is part of a group of institutions under Gopalan Foundation. Thank you. I request my colleague, Professor Parichita Mohapatra, to make the presentation, and I am always available here online, okay, as and when some inputs are required, and my colleague, Professor K.V. Krishnamurthy, is also with us to give any inputs as and when it is required. Thank you. Welcome. Parichita ma'am,
Yes, sir.
Let me start.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can we have the screen shared?
Yeah.
Thank you, Nagendra sir, for giving me this opportunity to talk about our School of Architecture in front of these aspirants. I welcome you all, and I take this opportunity to present my school in front of these students. Thanks to DQ Labs for hosting this meet. To start with, I would like to go ahead with what my principal mentioned already, that yes, Gopalan Foundation is a part of the Gopalan Enterprises, and Gopalan Foundation covers a very wide spectrum of education system, which starts from pre-primary department till the technical colleges. And Gopalan School of Architecture and Planning is a part of it. These are the various other schools and colleges which fall under the Gopalan Foundation. The previous slide, yeah. The picture above on the right, what you are seeing is the building, our building, which was established in the year 2014. And yes, it is recognized by Government of Karnataka, approved by the Council of Architecture, and affiliated to the Vishvesvaraya Technological University. And also, our college is a member of the IIA and the NASA, which is the National Association of Students of Architecture, and also the national scholarships. This slide talks about the vision of our college, wherein we see, like, this is a unique feature of our college, which I would like to mention, that yes, we see each and every student as a separate individual, as a separate, we give them a separate identity. We don't believe in covering everybody under a huge umbrella. Instead, we pay equal importance to each of the student, be it a very bright student, or maybe if he or she is not that bright a student. We believe in holding their hands through this 5 years journey until they become socially responsible architects to represent our college later on in the field of architecture. So as you are seeing in the slide, these are a few of our visions. The next slide will talk about the missions of our school, wherein we really emphasize that our students, through their design interventions, should be very much aware of what is happening in their environment and have sustainability goals and make a difference to the society. It is always about giving back to the society whatever we have received from it. So we really believe in that principle, and we make sure that we follow it ourselves and we try to inculcate those abilities in our students. Okay, so as students who are willing to join architecture, of course, you'll have various questions in your mind as to what next, what are you going to do after your BR, after your 5 years of BR. Then yes, we have jotted down few careers which you can take up after your architecture, be it as a landscape architect or a research architect, maybe as urban planners, urban designers, or maybe in the fields of art and design where you can go for furniture designing or textile, graphic, and various other professions. This slide talks about some key indicators that yes, you might enjoy architecture or you may not. But of course, my take on it will be yes, you will definitely enjoy architecture because it will help you to unleash your creativity. And as I have mentioned that there are variety of scopes available after your 5 years BArch. And yes, in this 5 years BArch also, you'll be able to innovate and make many creative designs, and also which will help you in managing your stress. And then you'll get a chance to do what you love. To do what you love in the sense, we really do give our students freedom to explore their design skills. We don't impose many rules on them. We give them the freedom to have their own brief, to come up with newer methods, newer technologies, and also newer ideas. So here there's a mention of the BArch course, which is offered in GSAP. And before I forget, I would like to mention this also, that sooner we'll be starting the MArch course in construction management. And there'll be seats which will be reserved for the students of Gopalan School of Architecture and Planning. And yes, we strictly follow the norms of the university we are affiliated to, that is VTU. And these are the course prerequisites which we strictly follow. And the student performance evaluation, which again consists of periodic tests. We have sketchbook reviews for them. We have constant group discussions. And yes, we do call architects from various fields, starting from practicing architects to very highly experienced academicians, to have their intervention in our students' works in the studios which are conducted at GSAP. And we do encourage external reviews because that gives students the scope of exchange of thoughts and to keep thinking more, and it makes it easier for them to have a successful completion of their design projects. Yeah. This is the teaching learning process which takes place at Gopalan School of Architecture and Planning, where we involve all these activities mentioned here, which comprises of presentations, assignments, and guest lectures, as I already mentioned to you. And of course, we take them because we are, again, a small part of the bigger Gopalan Enterprises team. So yes, we do have a scope of taking our students to the ongoing projects, to the sites, and it really gives us accessibility to those sites because the management has been very supportive throughout my work experience here to help the students indulge in realistic site views, which help them in their design process again. Yeah, this is something new. Yes, every college would be doing it because it's a part of the VTU curriculum again, which was mentioned for a subject 6-semester subject landscape architecture. You can see we had, as always, we have been following VTU norms very strictly. And again, this was a step further to it. As we all are aware of the current pandemic situation across the globe, so yes, the last semester, maybe a month of it, we had physical classes, after which we had to switch to online classes. Nevertheless, our students have performed very well because the online mode of teaching learning was very effective through these mediums. And yes, the management had helped a lot in making this step successful. As you can see, these on the left, there are design discussions happening on the online platform. Do we keep a question here, Deon? Mr. Deon?
Yes, we can keep one. I will share my screen.
Okay.
Hold on. All right. So for those who are here, now one of the important topics is understanding geometry. All right. So if the number of faces and verticals of a dodecahedron are interchanged, which platonic solid is obtained? So we'll give the students about 30 seconds to answer these questions.
Somebody can come and help you.
Again, you are off the video, sir. You are off the video.
No, it was not there. What did
All
you
right,
do
we're
last
getting
time?
some answers in.
Your video is occupied by others. Oh, sir, 1 second.
Huh?
In the same ID, or you are using here and here.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to give the answer. The correct answer is option D, and the explanation is here. But it's also uploaded on DQH, so you can go through DQH to get the answer explanation. Right. Go ahead, madam.
Yes. Okay. So at GSAP, we focus on nurturing these skills for our students, be it the numerical skills, creative skills, or maybe the visualization of a design problem skills, simultaneously with engineering skills. And yes, we do have our visiting faculty, our artist who intervenes in the design problems.
She's showing screen.
Yes, and it helps our students in developing the artistic skills as well in due course of 5 years, which helps them in composing their sheets and also in rendering their sheets. So these are the various details of admissions at GSAP. You can have a look at this, the fee structure, the eligibility criteria, and the intake and various seat allocations under the 40 intake. Yeah. So yes, GSAP is located in the prime Whitefield area, and we do provide well-connected college bus facility, and it is at a distance of 1 kilometer to the nearest bus stops and 3.5 kilometer to Hoodie Halt railway station. And yes, I should mention this, that our college is available on these social media pages: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter. As for the VTU norms, yes, we do have these following committees in GSAP, which are actively taken care of. And yes, we do follow a unique Proctor system where each teacher is assigned 8 to 10 students, and the teachers focus on the holistic development of those students, and we conduct regular meetings with them so that if they have any problem, any issue, maybe in the academics or even their personal matters, they are very free to come and discuss with the concerned proctor. So at GSAP, more or less, I can sum it as it is a family altogether. Yes, we've been very proud because this is again a remarkable point for GSAP that we had our first pass out batch last year. And of course, as mentioned, the tassel was worth the hassle. And these are the 5 toppers of our college. And they are well placed now. Some are working in interior design firms. Some are have started their own practice. And few others have joined larger firms across India. We had a graduation day, a formal graduation day for them, which was followed by an informal farewell, which was organized by their juniors. And yes, here I would like to again mention that be it the higher authorities, the principal and the dean, or maybe the management also have been very supportive, and we give our students a lot of freedom in arranging these kind of activities so that they don't feel overstressed with the 5 years of course. And it's not just study, sheet and all, but yes, we do give them time to have a little bit of relaxation with these recreational activities also. These are some of the pictures which you're seeing on this slide of the graduation ceremony of the first pass out batch of GSAP. Yes, this is the faculty team of our college. Each of them is highly experienced and highly qualified, and they dedicate their passion, their time and patience to each and every student in whichever way possible. They go out of the way to help the students, I must say. And we have our mentor, Dr. Satish, and our principal, Nagendra sir, who have been IITians. This is our principal and dean. This is the entire faculty team. We have very knowledgeable allied faculties with us. Mr. Naveen, who is BA and MA in history. And we have Engineer Dashrath and Engineer Prithvi with us, who handle the structural engineering subjects for our students. And on the right, you are seeing a team of visiting faculties. And I should mention that Ravindra sir, Sudha Gopinath sir, and Srinivas sir have been ex-principals of some colleges in Bangalore. And architect Venkatesh is a very established practicing architect. So it becomes a very nice experience for our students when these people come and become a part of the design studio to exchange their thoughts and give their ideas to the students. It becomes very helpful for us. And you can see Mr. Venu Gopal. He is an internationally acclaimed artist. His works are published on international platforms. And our CAD trainer, Mr. Rijo George, is also highly experienced and qualified. Welcome you all to the GSAP infrastructure. So GSAP provides an excellent atmosphere for learning, not only with the teaching faculties, the visiting faculties and the allied faculties, but also with the great infrastructure that it provides to the students, be it the classrooms or be it the studios. We have recently added these interactive intelligent boards, the TV panels which you can see on the left, for a better and effective learning process, and the well-lighted studios, the classrooms, where the exchange of knowledge between the teacher and the student takes place. As I've already mentioned, now the pictures attached in the presentation are going to talk for themselves. These pictures are part of the celebrations which have happened at GSAP in the amphitheater and several academic events which have taken place in the seminar hall, be it workshops or talks by eminent persons. So the infrastructure and facilities provided by the management and the efforts and the commitment from the faculties do create an amalgamation of an excellent team which any student would desire for in this 5 years of course. Now coming to the details of labs and workshops. This is our computer lab which has all these softwares, and you can see our CAD trainer explaining the softwares to our students. The carpentry workshop, the model making workshop, and the works of our students, the climatology lab. We have the weather station also installed, and all the equipments required for students to understand the theory of climatology. This is our library. Again, with various architecture journals and all possible books which a student would look for in his 5 years course. This is the material museum, where we have displayed all types of material, be it related to services or be it related to construction. The construction yard, where students are given a hands-on experience of the materials and various construction techniques. The surveying and material testing lab and the activities. Okay, to add on, because we focus on the holistic development of each individual, yes, it's not only academics and not only the infrastructure of classrooms and labs and workshops, but we have an excellent sports facility in the campus for students to have a retreat, to have a relaxation, which is really needed in any technical course. The hostel facility and the dining area for the students. Mr. Dion?
Yes, madam.
Yeah. Actually, after this, my colleague will be taking over, and you
All
can
right.
actually, if you want, you can put a question here, and then she'll be taking over.
All right. All right. I'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Thank you.
right, madam. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So, coming down to this next question, your ability to visualize space shapes. So here's a toothpaste package which has been unfolded. You need to choose the right option. We'll give you about 30 seconds to answer this. All right. So yeah, we're just waiting for some answers to come in. Okay. All right. We're getting some answers coming in. Okay. I will. Okay. So the correct answer is answer B. All right. And when the two small flaps need to be opposite each other. Okay. And the big flap needs to be placed adjacent to either one or both of them in the development. Each side requires two small flaps and one big one. So I hope you all got that. Either ways, this answer will be available in the answer explanations loaded on DQ Edge. All right.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Parichita, for the wonderful presentation. And good evening, all of you. Good evening to all of them who have joined in. And I'll be taking over and giving you a glimpse through all the students' works and activities that we have in GSAP. Next. Screen, please. I'm not able to see the next screen. The previous screen, please. Yeah, so here you see one of our, okay, sorry for this. Here you see one of our 7th semester students work design project. From 5th semester onwards, they will have freedom to work on their own design topics, and they will be trained to do their own descriptions and design concepts. So from 5th semester onwards, we stop guiding them or spoon feeding them like that. So they can have confidence to take up or meet any clients from 5th semester onwards itself. Next. Yeah, this is the documentation of theory subjects. So we do not bore students with theory subjects as only theory, but they will get to do a lot of creative and documentation works as you see like this. It's one of the subject, contemporary architecture. Next slide. Yeah, we have a subject called as we have an art subject wherein we have a well-known artist, Mr. Venu Gopal, who will be teaching us this subject. As you see the sketches, you will know how well the teacher is and also our students. So these are some of the sketches and paintings of our students. Next, please. Yeah, and activities and site visits in GSAP. So basically, we don't believe only in working in studios and internal teaching. So we like the students to go out and have their practical knowledge, looking around and seeing existing buildings and having experience outside rather than only the internal classroom teaching. So we also encourage students on lot of site visits and work on outside college campus. Orientation day program of our college. Next slide. Some of our toppers receiving awards during the orientation day program. Next slide. This is our first year students working during the induction program. So as per VTU, we have a new induction program introduced for a week where students will be learning what exactly they will be doing during the architectural course. So VTU has given a 1 week program, so the students become comfortable during the 1 week because they have a transition from classroom learning to something creative. So the 1 week induction program helps them to understand what exactly they will be doing in the architecture college. So these are some of the initial works of the first year students that you see during the induction program. Next slide, please. So this is a visit to Tipu Summer Palace where students were taken to do a documentation on the historic building. So they will be measuring and doing the drawings of the building. And this has been guided by our principal, Professor Nagendra sir. Next, please. So students working and having hands-on how to do model making and arriving at basic forms, the initial learning stage of the first year students. And first year students visiting NGMA for their art sketchwork by our artist Nagendra sir. Sorry, Venugopal sir. Next slide, please.
Vijayalakshmi ma'am, can you be a bit louder?
Yes.
Students are not able to hear you.
Okay, now?
Then they can be a bit louder.
Sir, now? Volume is full actually. Can you hear me now?
Yes, it's better. Better, madam. Go ahead.
Okay. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, Vijayalakshmi, we are able to hear you clearly.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So these are some of the events that happen in GSAP, the posters of different events that have happened in GSAP. The pictures we will be seeing in the further slides. So the first one that you see is a journalism workshop that happened. Slide, please. Yeah, journalism workshop by the famous architectural journalist Papel. So as Parichita ma'am told about different careers, so you can see that there is a architectural journalist, famous journalist who has given a workshop. So this can be one of the career. And you have a cut and fold workshop done by Arun Desai, who is known as a paper engineer of India. And some of our students' works have been displayed. So this is a campus to community program which our college students did. They visited some government schools and painted their walls with colorful artwork. Next slide. Yeah, this was a workshop that was done in Kerala in Laurie Baker Center by our students. They had about 1 week workshop and had hands-on working with burnt bricks and clays, how to work on them. So these are different seminars and workshops conducted by famous architects. As you see in the image below, we have the famous architect Jason giving a speech during the graduation day. This is the zonal meeting that was held in our college. Farewell party for the pass out students. Pictures of participation in NASA, and our students have won on different participations. Yeah, students having hands-on experience with different materials in college. So we don't believe in only book sheet system. So we make them feel the material, understand the material, and give them practical work experience in our college and take them to different places to have experience. So these are the study tours that we take them to. So they will be visiting a lot of architectural sites across India to learn about history, historical buildings, and different subjects of architecture through site visits to different places in India. This is a North India tour. And since India is a very vast in cultural festivals, we also believe in celebrating all the cultural festivals in college. So these are some of the pictures of our cultural festivals that was held in Gopalan College. Onam celebration. Sports that was held in college. So you see the students very enthusiastically playing kabaddi. So we will be showing you a small video on our campus tour. Play the video, Naveen. We cannot hear the music, I think. Thank you. Next slide, Naveen. So we have a pass out student sharing a few words with their experience in college. Video, please.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Provosts.
Till the video is shared, you're able to hear me?
Yeah, please. Please go on.
Yeah. I would like to mention that we have an alumni association where we have all the alumni in touch with us, and that's how we could get these recordings from them. Because it is not that after 5 years our relationship with them gets over, but no, we look forward for a lifelong relationship. So we have two of alumnus, yeah, Hardik Kapoor and Vijay Raj, sharing their 5 years experience in GSAT with all of us. Yeah, we can play it.
Would you like me to probably put in a question till the video comes in?
Yeah, sure. That will be good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
I'll do that. All right. So which of the following regular shapes cannot be multiplied to fit together seamlessly to fill a space without any gaps? 30 seconds for everyone to put in their answers. So this question tests your spatial intelligence. Okay, very, very important uh, area. So these are all the new NATA 2020 pattern questions. So it's actually testing your comprehension, your cognitive abilities. So very important for you all to be familiar with this. I'm looking for a few more answers before I share the answer. Okay. Right. So I'm gonna share the answer, and the answer is option A. This comes under the topic of tessellations. All right, and here we see how the triangles, squares, and hexagons can be organized in a particular order where there are no gaps, and with the pentagon that's not possible. All right, thank you. Yeah, y'all can go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you want me to share the screen, Naveen?
Yes.
Yeah, see, Vijayalakshmi, you try once if you can have the video played.
Yes,
Also,
sure.
if there is any problem in playing the video, of course, we'll have it put on YouTube, which the students can have a look later on. And we currently have a fourth year student who is going to her fifth year now, live with us to join in and share her experience over the years with our college.
Yes. Can you all see the screen?
We can see.
The video screen? Yes. Okay.
Yes, play it.
Today I'm here to share my experience of my college and how helpful it was to me to pursue architecture and practicality. Most of the people come to me asking about the scope and definition of architecture.
Miss Vijayalakshmi, you'll have to unmute yourself
Yes.
and increase the volume. Yeah.
In the society. And to the people who are willing to join architecture, just want to tell you it's not an easy profession. You have to be dedicated towards it. You
Is it
should
fine, Diane?
be open to challenges, whether it be tackling to design problems for architecture or interior projects, or tackling Vastu Guy, or listening patiently to all the demands of client's wife. So that's where my college helped me. It prepared me for these situations, making me patient, making me more work oriented, and that's how gradually you learn to design and understand architecture. I still remember when I joined the college uh, in the first year of it in 2014. It was a raw college, and the best part about the raw college is the hunger in them, a hunger to prove themselves for which maintaining high standards of education, and extracurricular activities were must. And the best part about the college was bringing in some exceptional faculties into the picture who were practicing professionally too, which was a lot of exposure of their experience. And conducting seminars now and then, which is something that my college was very open to, be it within the campus or outside or anywhere. Also, want to tell you, we not only study or design every time, we have various trips and extracurricular activities that happens now and then. And also, our college actively participates in NASA, which is National Association of Students of Architecture, which is the best part of being in architecture profession. And yes, that's how my college molded me for professional practice of architecture. Talking about my experience till now, whatever you learn in college is the basic, or you can say is only 30 to 40% of professional architecture. Once you are into the actual practice, into the actual ground reality, you get to know how vast the field is.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Vijay Raj, a former student of Gopalan School of Architecture and Planning. Firstly, I would like to thank the Institute for giving me this opportunity. Being the first batch of Gopalan School of Architecture,
Is there any way you could increase the volume, please?
Institute and the faculties
It's full,
care of us
Mr.
Okay.
Dan.
completely in
All
our
right.
classes.
Is it very
They
low?
encouraged us to participate in many workshops, competitions,
Yeah, it's too low actually.
and seminars.
The system volume is
We are
full
glad
actually.
and happy to be part of the institutional growth.
All right, then let's try and hear this.
Coming to the profession, a general talk on profession. This is a completely different profession. Not only in terms of college, our learning process is not only in terms of college. We also learn in our practicing field. This is the field where we keep learning till the end, keep learning every day. I would say that this is completely different from other profession because there's no retirement or there's no end for this profession. Like you can, our work is endless. So I would say any individual with a PR graduate, there's a vast opportunity outside. There's lots of opportunities outside, not just in architectural firm. Being into this design profession, after BR degree, I myself had worked in a fashion department, costume department, set designing, and currently working in an architectural firm. So the opportunity is vast. Being in this profession, the opportunity is vast. And yes, we all are here because the institute and the faculties and their guidance throughout all 5 years, and we got to know what we are good at in the complete 5 years. And we are here now, and we would thank the institute and the faculties once again. Yeah, that's it about the profession. Yes, once again, thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, thank you. We have a student who's joined in live from our final year, Janisha Shah. She will be sharing a few words and experience about the college. Janisha?
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Hello, my name is Janisha, and I'm from the 8th semester, 9th semester now. That is my thesis semester. So, starting from like the first year, I think when I joined, it was like in the old building, and we didn't get to talk to our seniors much and all of that. But yeah, from there, it's been like a journey, and I think that's what's special about college. Like they focus on the journey. That is the process of learning, so your outcome is not as important. So they believe in like understanding the concept and then mastering the technique to reach the final outcome. I think that's one of the main like advantages of like being in this college. And secondly, I think the encouragement coming in from faculty and the management, like at regular intervals, like because our semester durations are very short, like according to the VTU duration. And in that, we try to like fit in extracurriculars and like academics and a lot of other activities. So I think that's one good thing again. And I think after that, as a lead representative of like the like college to NASA, I think the support received from college has been immense, like throughout all the activities and everything. And yeah, so the management is very approachable. Like I can just go talk to them and like figure out how to do things and like propose something, and they would like help me figure out how to like go about the situation and like what is wrong or what is right. So I think that's one of the pros of having so many like faculty who are in the profession as well as working with us as like part-time faculty. And I think one of the best things other than all of this is the teachers they get in. So the faculty they get in, they're all working too. So you have like an exposure to the profession indirectly and as well as like directly. So that's like that helps you understand what happens after 5 years. So what is the outcome of all these 5 years? So what are you going to do after 5 years? So I think that's very important because in our profession, it's more like you have to know practice like to master the art or like of building or designing a space. And I think that with that, I think I'd like to say that like 4 years of my journey here have been enriching, but like I've had a lot of memories and like a lot of learning experiences where I've learned more than like I've given to college. So I think that's been amazing because I'm still learning, and I'd like to thank college for like giving me like such a good experience throughout the 4 years. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Janisha. Thank you for
Thank
joining
you.
us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ma'am. Thank
Bye.
you.
All the best for your Viva.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
All right. Thanks a lot, Janisha. That was very nice to understand your experience. Yeah.
Thank you.
Madam, can I share one more photograph? One
Yes.
more of these questions? Yep.
Yes, done. Yeah.
All right. How many different colors of shadows can be cast on a white screen using three colored lights of red, green, and blue, as shown below? About 30 seconds for students to answer this. All right, looking forward to some answers. All right, Shri. All right. So what I'm going to do is share the answers. Okay. So for this question, this comes under the topic of color theory. And the correct answer is answer C, which is 7. Right. Again, the explanation is here, but it can also be found on DQ Edge. All right. Okay. Right. So, Parichita madam, do you all have anything else to show?
Yes, Diane, by this we come to the end, and thank you all for listening to our presentation, and thank you DQ Lab for giving us this opportunity to join on this platform to reach out to many students and parents. Now we would like to have a short question session if the students want to ask any queries regarding college and other details.
Right, right. So I have one more question that we can ask the students, but I'll share it after a few questions come in. 1 second. Right. Um, so I think your presentation has been quite comprehensive. All right. Including the number of seats. So in general, they are, all the students are like to know the specifics about how many seats and the transportation and all of that. Um, so just the general questions that that are asked by the audience usually is number one, also the fee structure. So we understand that the COMEDK, that the CT fee structure is approximately 1 to 1.5 lakhs in that range a year. The COMEDK fee structures, could you just throw some light on the COMEDK and the management fee structure?
Yes, Diane. Our college will share that particular slide to you, and they will talk to you about the fee structure. I would like our admin to talk about it, please.
Sir, can I tell, sir? Yeah, our commit fees is around 2,30,000, sir. And this thing, CET fees means government fees around, it's approximately what you told, like 80,000 to 1 lakh. And our management seat is 3 lakhs. It's negotiable, sir.
All right, all right. Sure.
And,
So
seat pattern wise, we have 40 intake. It's approved by Council of Architecture, New Delhi, and affiliated BTU, Belagavi, Vishweshwaraya Technological University, Belagavi, and also approved by Government of Karnataka. And the seat, this thing, CET, we have 18 seats, and Commit 12, and management 10 seats. This is the seat patterns of CET, Commit management.
all right, all right. Right.
And one more thing, we will be shortly starting our MR course in GSAP in project management, and we will be giving a preferential allotment to GSAP students.
Okay, okay, that's fine. So that's a good thing to progress from the undergraduate programs to the postgraduate programs. And I think it's a good opportunity for the students of your undergraduate programs as well. Now, going forward, there was one very specific slide you all had on the proctorial system, which allows students to really
Yeah. Can I intervene, sir?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So thank you, Parichita ma'am and Vijayalakshmi ma'am, for an excellent presentation. Okay. And I have few more remarks to make. Okay. But let me first start with the Proctor system. Okay. So we have a fantastic system of Proctor system of maintaining contact with all the students. Okay. So what we do is the whole department has been divided into groups of students of 10 or say 8, and each teacher has been given in charge of this 8 or 10 students, where the teacher would be monitoring, okay, the student throughout the semester, okay, right from their progress in assignments, whether they are able to manage the understand the subjects, are they facing any issues with their work, do they need our support, what are their academic issues that they need support. So what happens is, because there are only 8 or 10 students, it becomes very easy for us to monitor for each teacher, and regularly we conduct meetings, okay, staff meetings, to get the feedback from each of this proctor, who will be giving us the feedback of all the students. Then wherever the teacher can take the corrective action, they will be able to take it, or they will bring it to our notice where our intervention is also required. And wherever students need support academically, if they need a special class, if they need little more notes, if they need us to give them little more support in learning process, so that they will be able to improve themselves. So this is a proctor system which helps the students constantly throughout the semester to be monitored, okay, almost at an individual level. Okay. So we have been getting excellent results out of this proctor system, and students are very, very happy that there are teachers who really take care of them. Okay. Sometimes we also, almost it is like counseling. Okay. We constantly counsel the students, okay, regarding the many issues. Of course, even sometimes they have some family issues, personal issues. Okay. We almost take them as our own children. Okay. That is the whole concept of, because it is the students spend more time in the college than their own home. Okay. Because most of their very productive time of the students is in the college, and that is where a proctor is a very, very important person. Okay. He is more like a mentor, okay, guiding the student throughout his academic course. Okay. So this, we find it very, very effective, and students are very happy about that. Okay, because this is a platform, the proctor platform, where students can, without hesitation, can approach the teacher and feel they have been given individual attention. This is the proctor system, sir.
All right. Fantastic. Let me put in the last question.
Yeah.
All right. So that students can attempt this as well.
Yes.
Which of the 4 pieces shown below will exactly fit into the figure shown? So also there's a question, your MR course is in project management, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
All right. So that's a question come from Yasha Bandari. All right. So you're looking forward to some answers for this question.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Once you finish that, I'm ready.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Right. So the right answer to this is option C. All right, which is this one. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Yes. So good. Correct answer is option C. Okay. Right. Would there be any other, other points that you'll need to mention at any about your school?
Yes, let me make two important points here. Okay. First point is why architecture? Okay. Primarily, in every student's mind, there are two important, one important question that comes up into their mind at two important stages in their academic career. One is when they complete their +2 exam. When they complete +2 exam, in every student's mind, one question: what next? Where do you want to go? You know, the options are hundreds and several options are there. Where next? Where am I going to go after my +2? Because that is the springboard from where they will be launching their profession or their career. Okay. So that is the first question that comes in their mind. Okay. What next? The second question is, after they complete the course, what next? I completed my 5-year course or 4-year course. What am I going to do? What is my future? Okay. So what next happens once before they join the course, and what next comes to their mind? What happens after they complete the course? Okay. Now coming to the first time the question comes to their mind, what next after +2? I think architecture offers a tremendous opportunity because architecture itself is a very vast field, okay, and it is one part of the vast field of design itself. Okay. In the field of design, there are many opportunities for them to explore, and architecture is one. Now, but why architecture? Because architecture gives them a holistic approach, a holistic exposure to almost entire spectrum of design. They'll be learning a little bit of graphic design, a product design, landscape design, city and urban planning. Okay, so that means they will be given a holistic, okay, a wide spectrum of exposure into a lot of design related fields. Okay. Once they complete the course, then the question comes: what next? Okay. The design field has been exposed to them, then they can get into landscape design, urban design, city planning, okay, interior design, product design, industrial design, okay, and furniture design, lighting design, acoustic design, including fashion design, as one of our senior recently passed out student who came online, Mr. Vijay. Okay, he has ventured into fashion design now. Okay, he came online. Of course, the voice was low, but he has ventured into fashion design. Okay, retail design. Some of our students are excellent. My previous past students are doing excellently in the field of retail design. Okay. Then we have UI design or US design, the new field where it has opened up. Okay, for the students. Okay, some of my past students are actually working in software companies. Okay, working in user experience design or user interaction design. And of course, they can actually also get into project management. Okay. Now, project management is a fast emerging field, keeping in view the fast development of urbanization and fast development of investment in real estate and rapid development in the infrastructure investments. And architects are well qualified to get into project management as well as design management. There are many students who have diversified into real estate management, real estate courses after completing architecture, and many of them have gone into project management courses. And we, keeping in view the potential for a project management needs of the country, we are starting a postgraduate program in construction project management, and as a special privilege for our own students of Gopalan School of Architecture and Planning, we give them a preferential allotment into our post-graduation course. So that is an additional advantage of that being in our school, because they get the preferential admission into the post-graduation course. This is one part. Now, why should they join postgraduate course? I mean, why should they join Gopalan School of Architecture? The most important, there are 4 important things. Okay, one is infrastructure. Okay, another is excellent faculty. Another is the extracurricular activities where students are being exposed, and exposure to the practical areas of architecture. Gopalan School of Architecture has an excellent infrastructure that has been already shown in all the slides. Okay, showing our workshop, sports facilities, studios. We have excellent studios where we have smart boards, where some of the schools are yet to introduce smart boards into their studios. Okay, and we have an excellent library. We subscribe for more than 15 international magazines, and we regularly procure books, upgrading our own library. And we have an excellent computer lab where there is internet connection to all the computers which the students use, and we have pre-installed the latest softwares that is available in the market for students to be prepared to get into the field. Okay, and they can launch into the actual architectural profession running. Okay, so that is the beauty of our labs. Then we have excellent teachers. We have many of our senior teachers who have more than 30 years of experience in teaching line. Okay, many of them are IIT graduates who have completed their post-graduations from IITs. We have some of them are very senior faculty. Some of them are ex-principals of Government Engineering College, Dayananda College, BIT College, okay, and BMS College. All these professors are coming here as our faculty here. So we have an excellent faculty support, and all our teachers are highly dedicated teachers. Okay, who have been extending and giving their time to the students. Coming to the infrastructure, okay, like sports and other things, the campus has got excellent sports facilities where the management has invested crores of rupees in establishing these sports facilities, and students can come and visit the campus to see these facilities. Okay, and being a part of a larger organization which is into real estate business, okay, where they have been doing a lot of projects, students get an opportunity to visit all their sites, okay, and see practically how the work are being executed, and they get the first-hand practical experience. So these are the 4 basic reasons why I feel these students get a very good option to join our Gopalan School of Architecture and Planning. Okay. So these are my views. Okay. One is why, and what next. Another is why GSAP. Okay. So I think the students are most welcome to come and interact with us. Okay. If they have any clarification, or if they need to discuss more, we will be, all of them are most welcome. And
absolutely.
And I also thank DQ Labs for, and particularly Dayan Dasa for coordinating and giving us an opportunity to present ourselves to the students, potential students, and I thank wholeheartedly Dion sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. A few more questions have come in. All right. I think we've exceeded. We'll try and keep these answers as quick as possible. The cutoff for CET, all right? The cutoff for CET as per last year or the previous year in the probably the general merit, what has that been? Would you have any idea? CET and Comet K as well,
The
in
cutoff
terms of rank.
the cutoff is 1108.
Sorry?
1108.
Okay.
1108.
All right, all right. Is that in the first round or the last round?
First round, sir.
First round. All right. So good, good. And Comet K, would it be a similar number or?
Yes, sir. Almost similar number, sir.
All right, fine. Then the next question is with regard to the transportation.
Yes.
Do you all have multiple buses going all around the city or specific locations?
Yes. We have multiple buses. We have several buses. Okay, available. In fact, if some of you go around the city, you will see the Gopalan buses going around everywhere across the city, and we have excellent connectivity to our college because Goody Circle is one of the major transportation junctions. We also have Goody railway station, which is very close by, where people can take trains, also local trains from Bayapnalli. And also a new metro station also is coming up at Goody, as well as near the Graphite India on both the sides of the college. And we have excellent connectivity, and we are also planning to have local last mile connectivity through shuttle services, where some of our transport buses are available for the students to bring them to the college from the nearest metro station or the Goody Circle. So we have excellent transportation facilities because the foundation gives very important I think it is extremely important to maintain good transportation so that the students will not face hassles to reach the college.
All right. And there's a last question regarding the hostel fees. This is from Aditi, Shri Aditi. Could you give us an idea of the fees for the hostel?
Yeah.
At least currently what it is.
So the hostel fees is 80,000 rupees per annum, which includes food also, including food. Okay, and we have an excellent canteen. Okay, where very hygienic food is served. Okay, under complete hygienic conditions.
All right, right. So I think that's come to the end of all our questions from the audience. But would really like to thank all of y'all. Professor Nagendra, of course, the principal, Dr. C. Prabhakar, Professor K.V. Krishnamurthy, the Dean, Architect Parichita, Architect Vijayalakshmi, Brigadier Jagdish Chandra, and also Mr. Subramani, who's made this entire thing happen. Okay, a very big thank you to all of y'all. Really appreciate y'all taking the time out to make it here.
Thank you.
Our pleasure, Diane. Welcome.
Thank you, Dion. Thank you, Dion.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
All the best. Bye.